Robot Chicken. That I am willing to, the only current Adult Swim cartoon I'm willing to put on the list just because it is pretty funny when they do it right.
Yeah.
Isn't it like stop motion action figure shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty, like I said, it's funny when it works. They're very, very hit and miss.
Is that George Lucas in the picture?
Yes, they did 2 Star Wars specials, and in the first one they actually got George Lucas to voice himself.
That's good. I might look it up just to see that episode.
You can find them on DVDs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I would put it on the list.
Oh my god, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Too high on this list. Way too high.
Ironically, on campus on Friday, I did see the Mystery Machine driving around.
What?
Yeah, basically where Georgia Tech is located, William Street, and Turner Broadcasting is literally right down the street. So we see a lot of, vehicle promotions for their stuff driving around, and I saw the Mystery Machine driving around.
That's a pretty cool thing to see, even if the cartoon does kind of suck.
Scooby-Doo only lasted a year?
How? It has like 50 episodes.
Yeah.
Sure, I've seen all of them about 30 different times just because it was like the only thing on during its time slot.
Wait, there are 50 episodes?
No, I'm saying there has to be because I've seen so damn many of them.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the same 10 episodes played over and over and over again. There can't possibly
I agree with
50.
you. I agree with you, though, Lars. It is too high, but it's a good quality kids show.
Yeah.
Number 23.
If only
the show that Michael Bay blatantly butchered twice. Transformers.
Transformers is so overrated, it's not even funny.
Do you have anything to say about Transformers?
Why do you think it's overrated?
It's just generic robots who transform into cars for no adequately explained reason.
I do admit it is a great marketing ploy by Hasbro, but...
I never grew up with the cartoon, I just watched the movies, that's about it.
I just knew what it was, they never really reran the episode.
It's just two teams constantly fighting each other. There are giant robots who can transform into cars for no adequately explained reason, and they have names that are like the male versions of what you'd see in a Pony Princess cartoon or something.
Anything else?
No.
No. 22.
Number 22, The Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
ironically, how they call it The Real Ghostbusters, yet it's an animated show. I never quite understood why that was, but I saw a little bit of that show. It was okay. I wouldn't put it this high. Still not better than FMA.
I vaguely remember the show, so I can't say much about it.
Do you have anything to say, Solaris?
Yeah, the next one shouldn't even be on this list.
Well, it should be on the list more so than the Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars, also known as the Genndy Tartakovsky one, also known as the only worthwhile thing to come from the prequels, if only because no one fucking talks through most of it. It was okay. I would put this at the very, high end of the list, not, 21, but it was okay. And
oh, wait. This is the animated one.
Yes, the Genndy Tartakovsky one.
Okay, well, this is okay. I still don't really think it should be nearly this high, but it's okay. I kind of liked it.
I would put it high on the list, but it was okay. And again, it's still the only worthwhile thing to come from the prequels.
Yeah, kind of.
Anything to say from you, Johnny?
No, I never watched it. I was never that into Star Wars.
It was just like a little 15-minute miniseries.
Yeah, they show like 10 minutes before a show on Saturday nights or something. Okay, moving on.
The original ones were like 5 minutes, I think.
Something like that. Although I will give it credit because it actually has Kit Fisto doing something. Moving on, number 20, Justice League Unlimited.
For the love of God.
How is this higher than Batman Beyond? I'm sorry, I don't like Justice League cartoons because it's trying to have too many characters in it.
I like the original Justice League episodes, but I never really stuck with the series, so I don't know about Unlimited.
I may be the only one saying this, but Superman's jawline in this series just bugs the shit out of me.
He has a bigger jawline than Bruce Wayne did.
I mean, look at it. It runs up near his goddamn eyebrows.
Someone's been stricken by Jay Leno disease. Anything else to say about DC's Super Friends?
No. At least it's higher than Super Friends.
Alright, moving on to number 19, a show that's blatantly way too high. G.I. Joe.
Real American
knowledge is half the battle.
I'm sorry, this is way too high. Every episode is Joe's talk about stuff, Cobra attacks, they go defeat Cobra retreat, end of episode.
Isn't it like exactly like the Transformers, and that's marketing for toys?
Pretty much. I don't know what's doing so high. Still not better than FMA.
It's like, I'll give Transformers this as better than G.I. Joe, but they're both kind of the same thing, aren't they?
From what I've seen.
Well, they came out around the same time. So.
And they both got stupid live action interpretations.
Incidentally, who owned the toys for G.I. Joe?
I never did.
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Anything else to say about the Real American Heroes? No.
They
pork chop sandwich.
Okay, moving on to number 18. DuckTales. Woo. It will never leave. I will remember this song till the day I die.
Nostalgia Critic only made it worse.
I know, really.
Duck tits. Duck tits. No.
It was. I don't
watched.
see why it's so significantly higher than the rest of the Disney afternoon cartoons, but I would put it on the list.
Oh, dude, Animaniacs.
Let us segue into it. Number 17, the best of the Warner Brothers cartoons from the 90s, Animaniacs.
Animaniacs. I love this show.
This show is great.
I'm tempted to say it actually deserves to be higher.
It should. And I will say this right now. Animaniacs is a better comedy than every comedy on television right now.
I can agree.
Yes, it is.
I love their good idea, bad idea sketches. If only because it plays on words so wonderfully. Playing catch with your grandfather. Playing catch with your grandfather. I'm sorry, this show is just win. This should be so much higher.
Yeah, it is. I've never heard of number 16.
The Max? Yeah, never heard of it either. It's on MTV.
You never heard of the Max? It was a MTV short. It usually played before Beavis and Butthead. It's a real psychotic trip. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
God damn it, Skype! Why are you popping up on top of the screen now? Sorry.
No.
And in animation terms, it's okay, but it's okay. It's definitely weird.
Anything else to say about the Max?
That's pretty much all I got to say.
Okay, number 15, a show that's way too high, SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, just to clarify, I do like this show. I think it's just too high. It's not better than Animaniacs.
Same here. Same here. It's a good show.
I think it's suffering way too much now from Flanderization, if anybody reads TV tropes.
And the fact that it kind of stumbled into retarded humor after a while.
Here's the thing. Take a look at an old SpongeBob SquarePants episode and watch one of the newer ones, and you will see that the newer episodes are so goddamn fast-paced, and the humor is so blatantly retarded that it's like a completely different show.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the first season of SpongeBob, they're a lot slower than the newer ones.
A lot slower, and the humor is they actually put effort into the humor.
I still remember the first episode, the bubble stand.
Yeah.
Spin around, stop, double take 3 times. 1, 2, 3, then pelvic thrust.
Pelvic thrust!
Let's have another. All right,
Good show,
Good show,
but
but way too high.